Hello, I'm Nostradamus. Welcome again to 4 Age News. In this episode, in light of falling viewing figures, I'm going to try and make this video a bit more interesting and I'm going to try and not upset too many people like I may have done in some of my other videos. I can always try. Here goes anyway. Does anybody know what fucking day it is? Right, I'm going to begin with this from the New York Times. Surging traffic is slowing down our internet. With people going online more in the pandemic, internet traffic has exploded. That's taken a toll on our download speeds and video quality. Talking about how more and more people's on the internet now. I've highlighted a bit to read to you. Where's he gone? This is totally unprecedented, said Thierry Breton, a European Union commissioner who oversees digital policy and was a chief executive of France Telecom. We have to be proactive. To head off problems, European regulators like Mr. Breton have pushed streaming companies such as Netflix and YouTube to reduce the size of their video files so they don't take up as much bandwidth. In the United States, regulators have given wireless carriers access to more spectrum to bolster the capacity of their networks. It's all BS. There's nothing wrong with the internet. Just trying to frighten people and make everybody think, oh, we're gonna have to get 5G. The internet's buggered. We'll have to welcome 5G into our lives. I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but just lately, many of our politicians and the media seem to be dressing as though they've attended a funeral. I think they're using subliminal messaging to instill fear and panic into people. Ready for the new world order they've all got planned for us. This was Stromboli the other day. Blew a perfect smoke ring into the sky. Look at that. Now here's something you don't see every day. Noctilucent clouds over the South Pacific. Aren't they beautiful? Well, there's a very good chance we're all going to be seeing them this summer. It shows where the normal extent where you can view them. I've just given the United States an example where they've been seen so far. Sightings from 2003 to 2011, that was. Red circles are for June 2019. So all the black ones was over in 8 years, and we had all them in June last year, and this year promises to be a lot more exciting. No one knows why noctilucent clouds are so revved up at the moment. It could be as a result of climate change. Here's a graph of the latest Arctic sea ice extent. I don't think I need to say anything more on that subject. And here is the methane bursts coming out off the coast of Alaska and over here as well. Quite a lot here, actually. This is where the sea ice is collapsing, as we could say. I'm going to see quite a bit more of this in the coming days and weeks. I'll keep you informed with me CalFart reports. I was having a look on Worldview earlier and thinking, will it be a nice place to go on holiday when this pandemic's over? And I was looking at the Caspian Sea, and I thought, wouldn't that be a lovely place to visit? With that lovely green coloured sea that there is there. Oh, what a nice place to spend a week or two. All the lovely green seas up in the northern bit of the Caspian, where in southwest Kazakhstan, and to the south we've got Iran. I wonder if they do tours where you can go around the lake, inland sea. Be fantastic, that, wouldn't it? So I had a look at the reviews. I found this on Asia News. Iran massacre of birds on the Caspian Sea. This is from end of January. Almost 6,000 carcasses. The cause is unknown. Among the affected species, the flamingo, the northern shoveler, and the coot. The test would have ruled out avian flu or Newcastle disease. Ban on hunting or selling birds, burning animal carcasses. Among the possible causes, botulism poisoning from rotting roots. Oh dear. Put me right off going, that has. The analysis showed that some birds were allergic to a particular type of algae, and generally, bird deaths show a high risk of poisoning or contamination. Water pollution is one of the reasons for the massacres of animals. Someone's wrote on Google reviews, I hate this place. And this person's wrote, garbage lake. Someone else has put, this is the worst. It is dangerous. You shouldn't go here unless you want to die. So obviously that's put me right off. So I looked for somewhere else to go on my travels. It was a nice little place here. That looks lovely, doesn't it? Doesn't look like a toxic waste dump at all. Let's see what the name of the place. Lake Sassico. Nearby airport there, you can get straight to it. Nice forests. Go and explore. Looks lovely. Yeah. What have the Google reviewers got to say about Lake Sassicol? Just awful. It's dirty. The water is muddy. Somebody just wrote, please. What that means. So, I'm not going there for me owls. So, that's that. I'll have a look over here. That looks nice. Doesn't it? Where's that? See the name of the place. Oh, that's on the border of East Kazakhstan and wherever that is. Anyway, this Lake Balkhash. What country is that in? That's on the border as well. Kazakhstan, Almaty and Jambil. Oh, it's all part of Kazakhstan, isn't it? It's the provinces on the border with Kyrgyzstan. I think I pronounced that right. I'm doing well tonight. So what's the reviewers got to say about Lake Balkhash? Let's take a look. A local guide has wrote, the tracks in Almaty are all in trash, plastic, horror. And someone else has wrote, awesome lake, but the mud on the banks kills. I think I'll just stay at home. And now, this. I want to talk about the demise of the dinosaurs 65 million years ago when the Chicxulub asteroid struck the Earth. And it's regarded by most scientists as causing the extinction of all the dinosaurs on the planet, making way for little mammals to come out of the little burrows, eventually give rise to us. What I'm thinking, see, it was a mass extinction event, and they say that when the asteroid hit the Earth, it threw up a massive plume of hot gas and rocks and set the whole world on fire. Plus a massive, huge tsunami. And the whole planet set on fire. And even if the dinosaurs didn't die instantly, those that was on the other side of the world from the impact, they eventually ran out of food to eat. There was no food available, so they died of starvation. All the plants died too. But if that's the case, why didn't the birds and the mammals perish also? Why was it just the dinosaurs? I get it where the tiny mammals could have eked out an existence underground, but not the birds. Birds were not too dissimilar from the dinosaurs that they were evolving from at the time of the impact. Let's go on to this article here reported from Science Direct. Birds dealt with a crisis at the end of the Cretaceous. The course of Aryan history was dramatically affected by the mass extinction at the end of the Cretaceous about 66 million years ago, which wiped out all non-avian dinosaurs and many other groups. The extinction was geologically rapid and most likely caused by the impact of a large asteroid or comet, which triggered a global cataclysm of climate and temperature change, acid rain, earthquakes, tsunamis, and wildfires. It is possible that somewhat longer-term changes in the Earth system, including volcanism and sea level fluctuations, may have also played a role in the extinction. The emerging picture, however, is that the world changed suddenly at the end of the Cretaceous, killing off many once dominant groups and giving other organisms an opportunity to radiate in the vacant ecosphere. Birds were diverse in the late Cretaceous, with many of the characteristic lineages of archaic birds from the Jihobeota species outside of the Neolithic crown. I'll bypass that bit. There has long been debate about whether the extinction of archaic birds was gradual or sudden, but recent evidence shows that a diverse avifauna of enantiornithines and those persisted until at least a few 100,000 years before the end of the Cretaceous in western North America, suggesting that the extinction was sudden and directly linked to the end Cretaceous impact. And it shows the lineages of the birds. The grey shaded areas before the impact and the white is showing after the impact. So most of the birds that we see today only evolved after the impact, and before the impact they were quite primeval, I think is the word I'm looking for. So why didn't all the birds die? They didn't live in burrows underground when all the food ran out. Was something else at play? Can you imagine the planet Earth? For all the death and disease after the impact? Was it, dare I say, was it a virus that finished off the last of the dinosaurs and the birds have evolved? The early birds have evolved just enough from the dinosaurs that some of them survived and flourished. think what I'm trying to say is, if it possibly happened once before, and White House finished off the dominant species on the planet, why couldn't it happen again? While we're on the subject of evolution, I want to talk about evolution. Is it our destiny to transcend as we hurtle towards the singularity? Is it all part of the plan? Has it happened before on other planets in the universe? Are we the first? Are we the only ones? Why do most people think that we're so much better than that guy on the left, which we share over 99% of our genetic makeup with? If we're heading that way, can't we do it without trashing the planet? If it's inevitable. Now it's time for the charts. Oh, we have a new entry at number 10 with the Netherlands at almost 10,000 cases. Staying at number 9, we have Switzerland. Up 2 places, we have the UK at 17,000. Going down 1 place this week, we have Iran, 35,000. Moving up 1 place, we have France, 37,500. Another non-mover at number 5 is Germany. Spain, also a non-mover. Not quite getting up to the top spot at 72,000. At number 3, being knocked off the top spot, is China. Staying at number 2 is Italy, 92,000. But the new top of the pops, up from number 3 last week, is the USA. And it's likely to stay in the top spot for some time. There you go, pop pickers. Now, on a more somber note, I think if we want to look for an accurate representation of the mortality rate of this pandemic, we ought to be looking to the Diamond Princess cruise ship, because that's been ongoing now for a long time, and everyone that's been aboard has been tested and retested. I'm not going to put the worldometer up to show you, just in case it crashes my laptop. I don't want to risk it, but I've got the latest figures in front of me on my phone, and 712 of the passengers have been confirmed contracting it, of which 10 people died 597 have recovered. There's still 105 people reported to still be suffering with the virus, of which 15 of those are serious or critical. Now, unfortunately, due to the length of time that they've been serious or critical, it's not looking good for those 15 people. So bearing in mind, we've had 10 deaths and we've got 15 critical, plus another 90 with the less serious complications. We're looking at something like 4%. Or can we take that as a definite figure? You've also got to bear in mind that most people taking a cruise are elderly, in retirement, enjoying, well, they was enjoying the retirement, so they went on that ship. I don't know really. It's anyone's guess. And then you've got to take into account whether it's mutated or not, because that was the original strain on the Diamond Princess. And we're seeing it behave much differently in different places. It just makes you wonder whether there's different strains in all over the world in different places. Just somewhat to think about. Just before I go, I want to thank Boris for his hands-on approach. A little bit too much hands-on, in my opinion. Wish him a speedy and healthy recovery, and hope that everyone watching this stays safe in these uncertain times. Thanks so much for watching this presentation. I just about managed to get through the recording despite the distraction of the noisy pair of queers next door. See you later. Bye bye.